We are the youth. We have created what football is in college. I put my heart in. Let's go, man. Let's go, man. Hell no. What can't say dominate if we not doing it? We have created what football is in college.
Yo, thanks for the new followers of the channel. I really ain't gonna talk about no FAMU preview, bro. We gonna beat the shit out them boys. I'm still high off the Gator ass whooping. We done boomed them boys back to the Stone Age. They gonna stop that incest over there and have normal children, probably to repopulate the team in 18 years or so. So hopefully we helped out. You know what I'm saying? But it was a good game, man. It was a good game, bro. But I see a lot of Florida fans. I'm petty like that, like a few Cane fans. I was going through the game thread, reading it, enjoying it. That shit was like the Bible to me, dead ass. I was on page 1 and saw all the happy Gator fans talking about, bring it, let's fucking go. Let's go, Billy. Shit was hilarious, bro. Just reading that shit, I'm like, bro, they don't even know what's about to happen to them. But a lot of King fans and, you know what I'm saying, media members knew what was about to happen, like Paul Feinbaum and Josh Pate. I know a lot of people don't like Paul Feinbaum, but he keep it real. When we were pretty decent in 2017, which I didn't believe, he was on the same boat. He didn't really believe. So me neither. That roster was cheeks. I mean, it had some good players on it, but like to be dominant to where Miami wants to be, like, it's just different, bro. I don't like them UCF builds where you have a good season here and there. Like, nigga, I want to stay dominant. Like, I want to dominate. Like, you have no idea. Like, growing up a King fan, there's nothing less, bro. That's like being a Georgia fan, an Alabama fan, a Florida State fan, a Florida fan, Ohio State fan. Like, you expect your head coach to be dominant yearly, like a sustainable success. And that starts up front. So that whole X and O, like UCF, TCU type shit, Oklahoma, like them niggas never win. They go to playoffs here and there, like, but they not dominant up front, bro. I want dominance, bro. I want my O-line and my D-line look like they're playing against Pee-wee football players. Like, dead ass. So that's what I grew up watching, you feel me? Like, I ain't grew up watching some X and O, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like you have a dominant roster, bro. Most of the shit you run gonna look professional and it's gonna look good. And then you're gonna have comments in the game day thread that was a really, really well-run play. Yeah, nigga, because our first-round draft pick just ran that shit. You put a Walmart employee up in that bitch, that shit ain't gonna look as good. You know what I mean? Like, them niggas drop packages all the time. So I'm excited, bro, because we looked elite up front. I'm not even worried about FAMU. All I want to see is, like, the young kids play, like Chris Johnson and Jordan Lyle and dudes like that. You know what I mean? Get the young kids in, like a Darius Hayes and Popo Aguirre. That's how I say his name. You got niggas trying to be, like, Hispanic, talking about Aguirre. Like, bro, it's Aguirre to me, bro. That's how I read that shit. But, like that, I'm excited about that, man. I'm excited about Cam Ward, you know what I'm saying? To me, he's a top 5 pick. To me, I'll pick him with the first pick in the draft. Like, I hope the Giants suck this year because we trash anyway. We need a quarterback, so. But we all about the Kings here, man. fuck my Giants right now. The way they run this shit, bro, just it's whatever, man. I don't even give a fuck. That shit don't even faze me when they lose. I'm like, expect it until you get a quarterback. Expect it. The pros is different than college, bro. College, you got to stack. But people don't understand that they were impatient because with college, you have to stack multiple classes. See, in college basketball, one cycle, you could fix the whole team in one fucking year. Like 1 year, because there's only, 15 players on the team or some shit like that. And you're only using about 11 a game. So, you know what I'm saying? You get a Zion Wilson, RJ Barrett, and a Cam Reddish, and your team good. You know you're going to the tournament. Like, that's it. Because mainly they're going to be on the court the whole time. And there's only 5-on-5. And you got 3 players that are NBA players. You know what I mean? Like, football's a whole different animal, bro. So, to flip a roster, bro, like, that shit takes time. With Napier, though, there's some red flags because the first red flag is when you get a head coach is signing day. The first class, you throw that shit out the window because they have like 2 weeks. Depending on when they got hired, they only have 2 weeks. They were at another school talking about, yo, come here. And then 2 weeks later, they can't recruit that same player that they were recruiting at a previous school because they look like a two-face. You feel me? So that shit, you have to completely keep the class together, which probably wasn't your class, and find the diamonds in that class. And the rest of the class is probably going to transfer out. Like, that's the facts. And then you get a first full cycle. And then you see with the first full cycle how they close. Are they flipping dudes from elite schools? You know what I mean? And with Norvell and with Billy, you already saw the red flags. Like, I'm like, bro, they're not going to win at a high clip. Like, those schools expect dominance. Not, yo, we about to get into the playoffs. We might have 8 or 9 wins. We could win the ACC, like, or we could win the SEC, sneak in. Like, that's not how you build a sustainable power, bro. A sustainable power, you close on signing day. You flipping dudes from OSU. You flipping guys from fucking Bama. You flipping guys from Georgia. The schools that are on top. And you can't necessarily even go by the rankings at times. Do homies deserve 5-star ratings? Hell yeah, they do. But at the same time, I pay attention to that to see who's on the radar. But what I pay attention to more is, yo, is Kirby Smart sending his whole family, you know what I'm saying, his whole family tree, his dead ancestors to your house, ghosts and anything, to recruit you. Like, that's what I want to know. If you're a 2-star and you're a defensive tackle, which they've been eating on the DTs, and Kirby Smart there just living in a home type shit with the recruit, bro, I don't care if he a negative 3-star, bro. Like, send everybody there. Like, dead ass. Send everybody. Send the whole Miami fan base to the house and just wait outside. You know what I mean? And don't let Georgia or Bama wait outside with their burnt upside down crosses and shit, waiting and shit. Waiting for that nigga to decommit, and then they burn his house down type shit. That's the motherfuckers I want, but that's me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I go by. So, like, when people be like, yo, we should have been good. We were ranked in the 12th range on the star composite. But the drop off from the top 4, like, you getting leftovers. Because there's not a lot of elite football players each cycle. There's some that go under the radar. But you have the top 4 just eating and taking everything. And then even if you ranked in the 7 to 12 range, you getting scraps. You know what I mean? You getting scraps, and then the fans expect for you to field an elite team. Nah, nigga, it don't work like that, bro. The drop off, there's not a lot each cycle, and it depends each cycle. What position is loaded, what position is not loaded. So the drop off, people be like, yeah, but Virginia Tech beat us, and their class is averaging rank 24, bro, and Miami's is 13. I'm like, nigga, it's almost the same type of athlete, though, within that range. You know what I mean? It's almost the same type of athlete. And if you getting scraps that the elite schools didn't want, and Virginia Tech over here studying prospects lower on the radar, there's a chance they could beat us if we can't block a defensive tackle on the team in the DN. That's causing havoc for our whole offense because we didn't recruit the O-line well. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, that's a lot, bro. That means a lot. That's like you in the hood. I used to play on the crates on the basketball, bro, because it was poor times. If you got picked last, bro, nobody wanted that last pick, bro, when you picked the team, bro, because that dude, he never getting the ball, or you telling him to pass that shit, do not shoot it, and you probably gonna lose the game because you got that nigga on your squad. It's the same principles in sports, period. It's the same principles, bro. It's like being a gamer. If you play Call of Duty heavy, you know what I mean? And everybody's telling you you're good within only your living room and your boys and shit. Yo, you nice. And then you go to the next tier, like you streaming and shit, and everybody telling you nice. You getting good, you nice. And then you go to Pro League and you get absolutely destroyed. You just blend in. Like, you just a blend in type of nigga. That's the tier you at. You know what I mean? That's the tier you at. You're not getting to that next tier. You just that tier, bro. You gonna blend in. I don't want blending players. I want players when I see them put the Miami uniform on and I watch the game. I want to see dudes like, yo, he stand out. He different. That's what I grew up watching when I saw Sean Taylor, bro. That's when I got into college football. When I saw Sean Taylor, I said, who the fuck is that? Like, who is that? Like, that's a safety? Like, what? He killing dudes. He in on every tackle, bro. His ball skills is ridiculous. So that's what I saw, you know what I mean? I'm excited because I do trust. This is the first time I trust the staff since Butch Davis. Like, I trust him completely, like, especially with Mario closing the whole eval process and finding like a Cole McConaughey who I saw his film. I'm not a pro at all, but I was like, yo, that's a beast if I ever saw one. Like, he looked like a beast. If that first they can have good high school tape, but then when they hit college, that has to translate. They can't blend in because they can have all the tools, and if the speed increase bothers them and they blend in, they're just gonna be an ordinary cat, either a depth piece or a dude that's potentially gonna transfer years later. You know what I'm saying? I want dudes that stand out, that slap the shit out, all players that are there already, and they just move. Like, I want people movers like what Mario says, and that's why we beat Florida. Besides Cam Moore being a G and being like a top 5 pick type shit, we got people movers. We got dudes that move people. There was few dudes in the Gator game day forum talking about, yo, they moving us. There was only a few of those fans that were actually watching the game and being smart about it, like, yo, they more talented, they moving us on both O-line and D-line. And that's what it's about, bro. Moving dudes. Like, Georgia does that shit to everybody, bro. They move everybody. Like, nobody can fuck with them. I don't think we at that level. Can we beat a Georgia? We gonna find out we could beat a Georgia because we gonna play these teams in the playoffs. Just keep it close, bro. Be competitive and look the part, which I think we will do. And we good, bro. We good. Like, it doesn't matter if you have an undefeated season. That myth has been dead for ages, bro. We lost to Middle Tennessee State and had a good class, bro. Like, cut that shit out with that wins and they come shit. Does it look good? Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's about relationships. Always has been, always will be. Mike Norvell had relationships with high school recruits, went undefeated, 13-0, and couldn't get anybody. Even if you get blown out by Georgia, you could be like, yo, we're undefeated, we're right there. You could still sell something, and he couldn't get anybody. So that shit don't make sense to me, bro. That shit contradicts the whole fucking... Bro, I'm not even going to get into that part, but it's all about the you, man. Y'all already know. Hey, man, like, subscribe, share. Put this on your X, man. And I got something I'm working on. I think I'm going to start working on it. It's, it's Gator Tears. I didn't get to the Gator Tears, and I really got to go at them. I went at Lil Bro, so I got to go after the incest cousin and shit. So, hey, man, like, subscribe, share. And it's all about that you. Y'all know, man.